And then we had Triple H. In the main event, Triple H, I thought it was a separated shoulder. Apparently, according to WWE.com, the belief is that Triple H may have torn his right pec. His right pec muscle very early on in that main event, which went probably 30 minutes, that main event. I'd say in the first 5 or so is where he got hurt. So this happened very early in the match. He took that Harley Race bump that he's done throughout his career out over the top in the corner. I think what may have happened is Shawn Michaels was hanging upside down in the Tree of Woe in the corner. And then it might have been Kane, whipped Triple H into that same corner. So I don't know if maybe he just sort of contorted his body differently so he didn't hurt Shawn. Like he didn't run right into Shawn. Maybe that's why he tore his pec. Or it could have just been that the guy is friggin' 50 years old almost and is pretty jacked up and probably shouldn't be taking a bump out over the top rope like that anymore. He's no spring chicken anymore. Maybe that has more to do with it than anything else. But yeah, the belief is that he tore his pec. He was flying back to Birmingham. Anytime you hear about somebody flying into Birmingham, there's nothing good that could come from that. And that was the belief. They said if the injury was diagnosed as a pec tear, he was going to have surgery right away. I don't know if that's already happened or not. I don't know the severity of the injury. Not one but 2 torn quads in his career. Now possibly a torn pec. Those are not normal injuries. Even for athletes, even like sports-related injuries. Whatever he's doing, I don't doubt that he trains hard. He's posting videos, him and his wife in their basement at midnight. They have these midnight workouts with Joe DeFranco, and, he trains like a beast. I don't doubt that. But there's a little bit more, I think, than training going on here. And beyond basic training, whatever he's doing, he should probably stop. Guy's going to be 50 years old. I know all the old guys get to play by their own rules, and they don't get tested like everybody else does. And Triple H, of course, he's an executive in the company, so he can pretty much do what he wants. They probably feel pressure at that age to maintain a certain look. It's a lot harder to do now at their age. I get that. But probably time to stop. Now, if he has surgery, he could be out up to 5 or 6 months. Again, depending on the severity of the pec tear. That makes him very iffy for WrestleMania. He always has his obligatory annual WrestleMania match. John Cena once tore his pec, famously, right? And he made it back in 3 months. But John Cena was a lot younger then than Triple H is now. And Cena apparently has mutant healing powers that nobody else has. Batista is the one who I feel bad for. I mean, Batista I thought was the highlight of SmackDown 1000 a few weeks ago. And that little thing that they did there, that little tease that they planted with him and Triple H at the end of that Evolution reunion, that sort of teased a possible WrestleMania match, I thought was very well done. And actually, I kind of turned a corner with me in that, Batista Triple H was not a match I cared really much to see before that. I can't say I'm overly excited even now to see it, but, I don't mind it when Batista is around because he's hardly ever around. So it was like, okay, you know what? I could see that. Batista and Triple H, that kind of occupies Triple H and his match for next year. I'm fine with that. Now this happens. And it doesn't mean the match is off, if the match was ever even on in the first place, but it's going to be a lot more questionable whether Triple H will even be able to wrestle at WrestleMania this year.